All right, guys, we're going to get started on the plan and prep for December. It is the 25th, not the 24th. So sorry about the wrong Zoom link, but we will get you up to speed with what we have as leaders have planned for you for December. I'll do some screen shares so you know where to find things. Again, I just want to reiterate that we will be getting into our normal cadence as we go into January and February, as far as probably focusing more on features of the week and things like that with a storyline. But right now, with sales being the main focus with the holidays, it just makes sense to change things up a little bit. So we have some graphics for you, some ideas for you. It's probably not as planned out as we usually do, but we also know people are busy and you have places you need to invest that focus, such as making gift sets, going live, getting them on people, being in front of people, doing events, all of those things. So we want you to devote your time there. So let's start with screen sharing. I think I have most of it up. Let's start first on Facebook on our Posh Crew page. So if you're new and you're catching this, let's get rid of all of our messages. And you're catching this, I just want to pinpoint where you can find these resources, so that as you're watching this and you go back to the team page, you know where to find them. What we typically try to do is each month pin the documents to the top of the featured section. So if you look there now, we have the action calendar, which we'll start with and go over. We have the graphics that Shay worked on for the month. And then I actually pin the holiday cookie exchange ideas. And I'll show you kind of where that lays as far as our action calendar goes. Just another kind of kickstart to help you start thinking about things. You don't have to use these. These were just ideas that I thought we'd put here in case you're like me and you don't bake and you need something to share. These are some fun ones to share. So you'll be able to find those there. As far as I understand, Kristen is going to be working on some engagement posts. So if and when those get finished, because we're all super busy, those will also be pinned here to the featured section when they're ready. Okay. So let's jump over to the action calendar. And the action calendar this month is kind of laid out with things that are going on, things that you have options of doing, ideas for you. Over here on the right-hand side with the ideas, we started out with kind of from year to year bringing over things that have worked well for us as leaders, as Posh advocates, and kind of gave you some ideas if you're struggling with what to do this month for your VIPs or your customers. The first one that we've been talking about, and we will continue to talk about if you choose to do the 12 days of Christmas. This one is not geared, is not from home office. It's something that you do on your own. You offer up yourself. You come up with your own ideas. I did share with you guys in Posh Crew a link, and I can bump it up on kind of like a template you can use for that. There was some, oh, and then I also wanted to let you know, because this is kind of November, December kind of mushing together really fast. And we have Shay shared the Pink Friday. Almost feel like once you hit Black Friday, Pink Friday, you're really in December because your whole life just goes to December. So Shay had put up these Pink Friday graphics for you to start getting people excited for this Friday. Now, within this Pink Friday, Cyber Monday 25, our goal will be, once the bundles are announced on Wednesday, to do our best to create some graphics to help you And Shay, if I'm not mistaken, we will just upload them to this album. Yes. Keep with the same cadence. So Pink Friday, Cyber Monday, weekend bundle deals will all be in this album. So we'll make sure to bump that and reiterate that. But you'll see where why we're doing plan and prep right now is because as soon as we hit these deals Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Monday's December 1st, my friends. And before you know it, it's going to be Christmas. So just kind of a little bit of end of December, end of November, beginning of December. You also have these graphics. Now, if you're brand new and you don't see something like this pinned to the featured section, I want you to take a look. You can come up to the top, come over to media. In media, it will show all the pictures, but you'll want to come over to albums. And here's where you'll find the albums. Okay, so you can see the Pink Friday, Cyber Monday, and then the December weekly threads that I'll show you that we have ready for you. Okay, the action calendars in the featured section, or there is a PDF right here. I highly recommend downloading the PDF and printing it off. I do it, I keep it on my desk. It's just a good way to jot things down. I use the back of it for things I need to do, for people I need to follow up with, when I need to jot something down real fast, and I'm looking at it all the time. So I'd highly suggest printing that off. So let's pop back over to our action calendar. So on the right-hand side, there's ideas. These ideas are things that you can consider to do for December. One of the fun things that I've loved to do throughout December is I kind of do, it's called the Fill the Stocking Shindig. You could just call it Fill the Stocking. But for every $25 that they spend online, they get entered into winning this stocking at the end of December. Okay, they get entered for every $25. Okay, so if they spend $100, they get 4 entries. But for every order, I add 1 item to that stocking. And it's fun throughout the month. It's kind of like we did in the summertime. I do fill the bucket, but it's fill the stocking. And I take products and I add them to the stocking. And I actually throughout the week or each week will show them what's in the stocking, how big the stocking's growing. And the big thing is you don't draw for the stocking till the end of the month. So the play on this is you're purchasing for other people. You're getting your gifts taken care of easily with these amazing pampering products, but you're also getting yourself entered into winning this whole stocking that you can jump into in January and really kickstart your new year. So you're always thinking about what am I doing this month that will also carry over into next month. And another idea on here that goes along with that is Christmas cash. Okay. So Christmas cash, if you have a Kohl's cash is similar. For every $25 they spend, they also get $5 to use in January. Okay, so this takes a little bit of work on your part, maybe the back of your action calendar, keeping track of who purchased, how many January Posh Bucks they have, because this is where this carries over into January. And you get to contact those people and say, how was your Christmas? What do you have planned for the New Year's? I just want to remind you, you have $10 in Posh Cash to use with me in January. It is the connection, the follow-up, developing that relationship with those people. So you have this stocking that gets rewarded in January, and then you have these Posh Bucks that help you carry your business into the next month. and keep it fun in December. Okay. The 12 days of Christmas, like I said, that can be done as specials each day. That can be done as you featuring a product each day, that your 12 favorite products of Christmas. It really can be done any way you want, but it's a great way leading up to what we're going to consider as the crew our cutoff for shipping. So let's talk about that too. Officially, I would probably recommend for online purchases that you have a shipping cutoff date, consider a Christmas cutoff date of the 12th, meaning things that are placed online. Okay, so the 12th is a Friday. We know they don't work on the weekends, shipping things out Saturday, Sunday. So then those things would go out Monday, the 15th, at least Monday or Tuesday. That gives it time to get to them before Christmas Eve. I don't want to be dropping things off on Christmas Eve. I know you don't either. Don't like that feeling. So sooner the better. Home office will give us a little bit more guidance as we get closer. Safe, not sorry. Do it earlier than later. It doesn't mean your selling season's over with. If you look up here on the 3rd, it says check your inventory on hand. Do you have things available for last minute shoppers? Get orders in ASAP. And that's for you. You don't have to carry inventory here. We don't actually recommend that you carry a lot of inventory unless that's how you run your business. But this is a time where you may want to grab a few things, a few hand creams, lip balms, last minute things to have on hand. Because if you have someone that reaches out to you on the 16th or 17th or 18th or 19th that needs a last minute gift, you can still provide that service for them with the things you have on hand. So that's going to be important for you to consider. Don't overdo it so you have lots left over, but have a few things available just in case. It's also good to gift, Posh. I mean, you are an advocate. You love what you do and what you share. So why wouldn't you share that as gifts? I always add it in to extra things. I do a couple friends gift exchanges. I know what they love, and so I'm always throwing extra Posh in there. And they appreciate it. So those are some things to consider. Other things that you can think about doing in December is offering up times for people to stop by and shop if you do have inventory, or you've put together gift sets. Okay, you want to turn those over so you don't have to take them apart. So a last minute cookies and cocoa, stop and shop. Maybe you have some hours on a Saturday or a Sunday, they can swing by and look at what you have left. And maybe one night a week you want to do that. That's great. I'm going to do a live event tonight where I'm going to showcase my gift sets before Pink Weekend, but also be able to share the value and what they can get in those. So that's something else that you don't have to do now. You can do in December, but super great things to do in December to keep your business moving. Towards the end of Christmas time, we'll start talking about mystery Christmas boxes where, hey, I'm not taking apart these Christmas sets, but maybe I want to do some mystery boxes for people that want to spend their Christmas money. They didn't get what they wanted. So, hey, I want to buy what I want from my Posh lady. Okay, you could do mystery Christmas boxes or an inventory reduction sale if you didn't turn over the things that you wanted to. Same things, Monday morning mingle, 9 a.m. each morning. And then there's other activities here. One of the things I wanted to talk about before I flip over and show you two other documents is on Sundays, we have a focus. Instead of having a feature of the week, we have a focus. And we broke these down into focuses so that they were kind of logical and you could share the things that you have at home as photos, as lives. And just for example, let's look at this one, which is November 30th, is focus. Use this week to share teacher, secret Santa, and coworker gifts. Okay. The 7th, focus. Use this week to share stocking stuffers and last minute add-ons. Okay. This is great because this allows you to share these things before the kids are off on winter break or holiday break. So you start sharing these. Hey, do you need help with your kids' teacher gifts, for the holiday season, the bus driver, whatever you need? You share those this week. You take advantage of the time frame and maybe do a shot of a cute teacher's gift. I have this many available. Who needs help with this? I get a lot of sales then because people are wanting something that doesn't take a lot of work that they can just pick up and their kid can take to school. So stocking stuffers, still with the Christmas cutoff, you'll start sharing those items that are great for stocking stuffers. And then this is the cookies and cocoa. So last week before Christmas, offer a cookie and cocoa night, or a few times you have available for people to stop by and shop. It's also focused on the cookie exchange, ugly sweaters. I'll show you where that all plays in. So this right here, did we upload this, Shay? I can't remember if we did or not. She's on mute.
Sorry, I had to find it. Yes, it's uploaded. It's at the very bottom of the December file.
Okay.
That way
I'll
everybody
show
can
them.
find each of the 4 pages.
Okay, so I actually printed this off. So I do the action calendar, and then we meet as a group of leaders and kind of decide how we want to lay it out for you. This month, Shay did this amazing weekly schedule. It's not perfect to the graphics, but it gives you a reason, the thoughts that we have, and why we created the graphics. So if you look at our graphics and you're like, what the heck are these ladies thinking? You'll be able to reference this and be like, oh, that's what they're thinking. And then the whole point is to give you an idea for you to use it the way it works best for you. So if you go to the graphics and you're confused, look on this weekly schedule, just like the action calendar. The first week is gifts for givers. Okay. So that I probably should have put that on the action calendar as the theme week, but this will correlate to our graphics. Shay, did you have a question or a comment on that? Okay. So right here, you have gifts for givers on Sunday. So that correlates to our action calendar here. All right. And then it walks through Make It Monday, Teachers Tantalizing Treats, What's in It Wednesday. Okay, so like I said, not all of these are perfect with the pictures, okay? So let's jump over here and this will all make sense. So here are your graphics that are uploaded for you to use. Sunday, November 30th, where our focus is on those teachers' gifts, coworkers' gifts for the givers. So here you go. There's your first post. We are going to focus on whatever you want to write up. You're going to focus on gifting to those teachers, those coworkers, those secret Santas. And then as you go through, you will see graphics that focus on festive favorites and giftable pairings. So who doesn't have a snarky coworker that they'd love to give the little snarky to, but want to add a few other things? So maybe they add a snarky body wash. These are just great pairings. So when you're looking at the features here, you'll also notice that we did more than just festive favorites or festive pairings. Okay, so here's the Be You Be Kind. some suggested gift pairings, which you could also take and post this graphic, but then next to it, upload a few of your suggested festive favorites, festive pairings, especially if you've been working on gift sets. That's a great one with the value. I talked about the value that they can get by buying these ahead of time. Um, on Wednesday, we do have an ingredient spotlight. So there's things other than just sales, sales, sales. Thrifty Thursday, talking about cutting your tubes, how much is left in there. This is a great live if you have a couple tubes that are really low to show people, hey, I can't get any out, but cut your tubes. And this is how you can put your tubes together so that it still stays good in there. How much is still left? Great live. Then again, you have your festive favorite, Simply Zest. This one was Friends, I want to say, Friends Day. That's where this helps. So, friendly festive finds, friends gifts. We have Simply the Zest lip balm and additional favorites. So, if you have a few pre-made gift sets that are perfect for friends, this would be a perfect time to pair your pictures with this for extra ideas on Shop With Me. These are great things that I have available for you. And then Share It Saturday, we have the cookie exchange. So this is where that list I gave you, if you are not a cookie maker, share your cookie exchange link and see how many different ones you can come up with. This is cookie making season. So it's fun to see if someone has a seasonal or favorite family cookie that they share. I love to see what people like to make. So this would be your cookie exchange. And then we follow that same cadence. I'm not going to go through the whole month for you, but we follow that same cadence. So then Sunday, you switch to stocking stuffers and last minute magic. Okay, so I will open this up like this, and you will see stocking stuffers here, kind of walking through the week with the different things that we have. On this Friday in the action calendar, you will see, I love this graphic, Shay, by the way, ugly sweater time. In the action calendar for that weekend, we have Run a Fun ugly sweater contest throughout the weekend. So, a great chance for you to do something fun. Maybe we'll do it on our team page too. But have an ugly sweater contest over the weekend. It's fun to see what people come up with, non-salesy, just a great time to do something fun on your page for the weekend. And then as we go, again, Sip, Soak, and Sparkles the third week. The tip is cut your chunks. So always kind of talking about that. If you offer that up as something like a multi-pack, be a time that you could offer that up as a stocking stuffer. And then our last week will be reflect, radiate, and reset because we'll be going into the new year. Shay did add a few thank you graphics to the end. And then there is one to share your Christmas tree, which is always fun to do. For Christmas, we just have a regular graphic. I'd highly suggest creating your own. Maybe you do a Christmas photo with your family and you post that on your business page with wishing people a Merry Christmas. Shay did the fresh creamy milk and daily grinds for Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. Super cute there, but you will see these graphics are available on Posh Crew for you to use, along with these little weekly schedule, kind of the reason behind the graphics, and then our action calendar. Okay. So again, I'm just going to reiterate that in the Posh Crew, those are here up on the featured section. So if you go into that, you will see just what I shared with you on our Canva working page. Shay has the schedule down here, so you can download that weekly, maybe for yourself, and print it off and make your ideas for the gift sets you want to share along with it. I will do my best on our Sunday recap to share some of the things maybe I'm making and sharing with the graphics we have pre-made up, because the more personalized you guys can make it, the better. And it gives your customers an idea of, oh man, I could just grab that from Shay or Janica or Annie, or, it gives them a little bit more of an idea. Shay, Janica, did I forget anything? Anything else we want to add to that?
Honestly, I don't think you missed anything.
Okay. It's just really a conglomeration of ending November in a whirlwind and
Yes.
jumping right into December. So,
Yep. No, the idea with the weekly thread was to just continue to share all of the products that we have that we love, give individuals ideas for what they can use for gifting concepts to get ready for their holiday in a easier fashion, and make sure that everybody remembers all the things that we have available at Posh because they're all amazing.
yeah. And I mean, the only other thing that we could do, or if you guys want to help us, is share tags. I know in our media section here, I'm not going to scroll through the whole thing, but I think we have a section with gift tags.
I
You
think you
can
shared
go.
some last year, so there's got to be something somewhere,
Yeah,
whether it's
there's
there or the
something
files.
in there for gift tags. So tags are a great thing just to add to a gift, to add a little bit of just making it look a little bit better, adding a little bit to it. We have our gift ideas. You can go in here if you haven't been working on gift ideas. And then the other thing, like I said, I think Kristen's working on the interactive thread. But if you want to get ahead of the game, we did this one last year. You can still use these things, you guys. That's why we keep these things in the album for you, because these are things that you can easily go in and use each year, or switch it up. I mean, as we continue to go 2 years, 4 years, 10 years down the road, we can go back to these things and not reinvent the wheel. So, something like this, you could go in and do a game, share a recipe. This one is, which US state was the first to recognize Christmas as a holiday? Here's your answer. So these are also in Posh Crew in the album section. So if you're ever stuck on, I'm not sure what to do, what to focus on, you guys, you have a plethora of resources right here on our team page in the album section. They have monthly themes, you name it, go in, grab some things. That's where we are here to bring in, build up, branch out, and really support each other. So if we don't have anything else that we need to share, I think we're good to go.
I think you got everything. And worst comes to worst, if anybody has any questions, reach out and we'll do what we can to help. And if we find that it's something that everybody needs to know as soon as possible, we'll jump back on and make sure everybody gets the info.
Yep, just check into Posh Crew at least once a day to see if there's anything that maybe you need to catch up on. I will download this and upload it and put it in the featured section. And you guys have a very great, happy, I should say, Thanksgiving. Hopefully it's sane, right? All right, guys, I will see you over on the crew. Thanks for joining me. And I am super sorry about the mess up on the date on the link. See you guys later.